All right, my name is Jordan Reynolds, and my speech is the objects that matter most and the reasons why. JT, Ashley, Maya, Nick, and Gonzo are here to watch me give my presentation. I'm going to try and get the most full body view I can. It's kind of hard. I think that's good, I guess. Can I face that one?
Just face that way. That way.
Well, I'm going to see you anyways in the reflection. All right.
What do you set it right here?
That's good.
Yeah, it works.
You guys are here.
Everybody's here.
That's what matters. Okay. There we go. There are so many objects that can be used to describe a person, but picking the objects that best describe you can be an enlightening look on your own life. I've always been a control freak. I try to fix my problems, and if I can't, I tend to run away from them, especially if they involve confrontation. The leash represents that I have always wanted to be a leader. I've always tried to have control of things in my life. It's little things like I have to be the driver, or I have to have things done a certain way. My coworkers understand that with my closing tactics and how I want the bar done and everything. And I usually try to be the one with the plan. It also represents I grew up in a home with many dogs. I think at one time we had 15 dogs in our house, and it made me an animal lover, which can cause a lot of problems because I want to find a home for every animal. We've ended up having animals stay in our home for a couple days because there's no space in the shelter, which brings me to my next item, the sports tape. The tape, I started athletic training in high school. I fell in love with it, fixing people and their physical problems. I enjoy fixing other things too. I've always been the handyman around the house. I love fixing problems. If anybody at work comes to me with a problem, I like to fix it. I would always rather fix my own problems than go to a manager or try and get somebody else to fix it for me. It also represents my future because I'm working on my degree in physical therapy. The shoes represent that sometimes I'm not so good at working at solving my problems, especially not as good as I would like to be. When my problems involve confrontation, I tend to just run away from them. I hate disappointment. Most of the time, I would just rather not talk to someone if I know that they're disappointed in me. I feel like it's easier that way, which I know it shouldn't be, but that's just definitely a way of coping. I know I definitely didn't want to do this speech today, and I thought of a million reasons not to do it. But I'm trying to get past my problem and trying to get better. It's been hard for me to be away from my mom and my sister. I've always been a mom's girl. My sister's only 9 years old, so I've always wanted to be with her. It's been hard for me to go very far from her because she's so young. I've never really wanted to move that far. With the leash, hopefully I can take control of my life, and with the tape, hopefully I can fix my problems and be able to get away from home and move on and start a life of my own without worrying about problems at home. Thinking about the objects that represent you seems kind of silly. At first, when I thought of this project, I was like, is Netflix an object? Because that's the thing I like most. But after thinking about it for a while, it was very insightful. I learned a lot about myself, and it became really easy to think of a million things that could represent me and a million ways that those things could represent me. Thank you so much for being